As SC Jessup Construction clients, what kind of customer service do you feel you have received throughout the building process? What has your experience been with their service after the sale? So I think the overall customer service has been pretty fantastic throughout the process. As Sean would probably say, I think I can be difficult at times and express any concerns over timeline or over something not going how we thought it would be, and ask questions. But I do think we have been like reasonable in those conversations and expectations. But I think, any of our questions have always been answered throughout the process. Any problems have always been presented with a solution. I think one of the biggest ones was like throughout, like a challenge we faced in the build was we needed this beam set, and we just had difficulty getting that process through, and we worked through it, and had great service from Sean to be able to get, anytime something like that came up, to work through it and work to resolution. So I think we've had great customer service throughout the build. And then post-build, I'll let Taylor elaborate on that, but I think that's somewhat exceeded my expectations. I remember one time, like way back when, we were like, we should totally GC this ourselves, which would have been a disaster. But then sometimes I think about it of like, if we had subbed and we were in control of the subs and like things come up afterwards, you don't get your subs back. We get Sean back who works through whatever problems we have post build.
One of the reasons I mentioned earlier of why we decided to go with Sean is he just seemed like a good person. And I know I've worked with a lot of contractors that will try to do the bare minimum. And I could tell in just early conversations that he really cared about the quality of the house that he builds, and getting folks in that are capable and craftsmen, where you can find those. And I know dealing with subs is a headache, but he's done a very good job in getting.
I guess you can say name so many extra effort areas, like even like framing, like fixing things in framing, just catching extra things in framing that you wouldn't notice without detailed looking at it. All the extra work over like the zip sheathing, like sealing, and which is part of like the purpose of the home, right? Like all the extra air quality stuff and all the caulking and everything like that went on. It's been like great service.
And we've had just recently, a year and a half in, when the summer started this year, we've had an issue with our upstairs mini split. I think it was kind of a default from the manufacturer, but it started leaking condensation, and gave Sean a call, and he didn't say, well, it's up to you now. He just kind of provided a solution, got the folks down here and got it fixed.
Yeah, and we also had something similar with like a leak in a shower top, like the connector from the where it runs to the bathtub to the shower, and they were able to come and quickly fix that too. So really anything post-build has been resolved and taken care of pretty swiftly. We've been very happy with that.